Alright everyone, it's Thalan McRom, and we're back in Unreal World. We lost our previous character, Derek, due to a raider from enemy tribe. I think it's the Nazarick something. Begins with an N. Anyways, so we're gonna make a new character, and so custom only lets us do things up and down once. This is what I was learning from my lovely commenters giving me advice. So I think we'll do easy, just so we can do it more than once. And we're gonna pick. Let's see here. These guys are farmers, northern people. Let's see here. They have some sort of creatures or diver. Let's see here. Reindeer. Skilled blacksmith. Alright, you know what? Let's see one of these northern people actually. Male. And let's come up with a good character. I think I'll go with a name that is kind of special to me. And that's gonna be Jurien. Yeah, that's not exactly place, but that'll be close enough. Jurien will be close enough there. Alright, so let's do that. And let's find a good picture here. You know, I think we'll just do the first guy we saw, and we'll do that one. I kind of want to do something a little different this time. We started in spring last time, I think, or summer. Spring or summer. Let's do... Winter is hard, but it allows you to also, like, dry meat, which might be nice. We could also do autumn. We'll do autumn. Alright. That's actually not a bad initial roll. A little on the light side, so let's re-roll a few times. It's also pretty good. Intelligence is a little low, though. Part of the reason I'm re-rolling so much is because you kind of want good stats, and you want like high strength. You kind of want all your stats as high as possible with a good weight. Now, one of the things that the game doesn't tell you, and this is something I found out by looking at Wiki, that'll work. Like, our endurance is a little lower than I'd like, but with that high strength and weighing 149 pounds, that'll give us a very good carry weight, which is why I wanted that. But one of the things that the game doesn't tell you is that the different tribes actually have different potential outcomes on their stat rolls. And it's just like, you know, some of them have a lower end that they can get, some of them have a higher cap that they can get, because it's apparently 0 to 18 on this scale, by the way. Alright, so let's continue. There we go. Alright, so this magic we know, cool. Same ones we do last time. Oh wait, making foxes come at the bait. This is a different one. Baiting a fox trap at your hunting grounds should be done just around sunset. Okay. Gaining the fisherman's luck. If you step in the punt backwards and launch it in the water backwards. Interesting. So we actually have two different ones than we normally do. Alright. Good to know. Alright. So we can improve any skill twice. And we can reduce any skill once. So what we're going to do We're actually going to come down here to, like, stealth, and we're going to lower that. We're going to lower climbing. And we'll also lower swimming for now, because we can learn those later. Then we're going to come up here. And I'm not going to worry about tempercraft. I'm not going to worry about agriculture either too much. We're actually pretty good at bow, so I'm not going to mess with bow. But I do think I want to improve... Let's do hide working, fishing, just because I want to be decent at fishing, because it might be a good fallback. Let's see here. What's trapping? Trapping, setting traps. It also determines success in setting said traps. Okay, so we do want. So I think we're going to focus a little bit more on hunting than we normally do. So let's do that a little bit. We do carpentry as well. I definitely want a bit more herbalism, and let's improve our cooking as well. And trying to decide where else to put my points. I think we did herb lore, or we'll do one more into hide working, so we're good at hide working. Yeah, let's say yes. We'll take that. And now it's going to generate the world. Let us show the cultural regions. So we are from the Kuka clan here, the Kiwi clan, I guess, which is this gray one up here. That's Seal tribe over there. And then it's this purple tribe down here that I ran into, this Nadger Peasant, the Nurger Peasant. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but they're mean. They hate everybody. They murdered me last time. All right, so let's find a good place to start. So let's re-randomize our starting location a little bit. That's kind of south, down near the Drick, which is not bad because Drick have a lot of trading that they do. That's pretty far north up there in the Owl tribe area, but I kind of want to be a little more. That's not bad. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a little farther south than I'd like. That's too close to those guys. That's. I should have gone to this one that was near the Drick. I kind of want to be. Yeah, actually. Oh, just sit there. I'm gonna re-randomize this a few times here. Wow. There we go. Alright, we'll go with that one. That one's good, right there in the middle. It's kind of what I wanted. And I know it's not showing up here on the screen, but this is the one I want. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. That's not what I wanted. Just messed that up. Alright. Let's do a little... There we go. Okay, right there. There we go. Alright. It moved it on me. Okay, so now... Let's decide. Do we want to go just standard start, where we just start with whatever's in our pockets? Start near a village, runaway slave, unfortunate hunting. But that means we also start with animal who killed our father right there. Lonely settler with 2 unfinished cottages. That could actually be pretty good depending on what you start with gear-wise. Traps and trading, you start with all the stuff for passive hunting. We did fisherman last time. I don't think we're going to do that again. So, abandoned camp also could be good. We'll just do the Unreal world. We'll just see what we start with. And we'll just do the basic one here. So, these ones here, they give you tasks. And this is actually something I learned from the Wikipedia, or the wiki for this game. If you do these tasks, That's actually one of the only ways to improve your stats outside of your starting stats. Like, you can't get them improved any other way. Your skills can increase through use, but your actual, like, attributes cannot increase unless you do these quests. Some of them will give you some attribute rewards. Anyways, but we're not going to do that because you can barely activate that later on. There we go. So let's get into it. Yeah, we don't need this. Alright. Yep. Alright, let's see where we're at. Let's see what we have on us. Alright, so we have a broad knife. Good. Club. Good. I would have liked to start with a bow. Or... oh, we have some leather cord, though. Okay. We can work with this. I'd have liked to start with like a bow or like a spear or something, but this is alright. We can work with this. We can work with this. So let's wield our knife. And let's zoom out a little bit because we are going to move around. Because if we look, we started here. So let's explore a little bit. Alright. I'd like to find some decent hunting ground if possible. Well, we found an elk right off the bat here. But it is right here in the forest. Which, that's going to be a problem. What kind of terrain is that over there? It's pine forest. I mean, we could try and hunt this elk, but it's going to easily escape us in this terrain. That's a small one, though. Alright. Can we hide? Can we sneak up on it? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, we are hiding. It seems alert. It hasn't run yet. Okay, now it's running. Alright, let's see here. Now, the problem with running an animal down like this is if it stays out of sight for too long. There it is. How's it looking? It's a little bit fatigued. Okay. Yeah. It's running from us again, but it's going to run into the trees over here. No, we're not. It's going to run this way. And which way did it go? Oh, it went south. Okay. There's its tracks there. Oh, it must have gone this way. Where did it go? Okay. Is it R? Nope. T? Nope. Shift T? Nope. Alt T? Southeast. So it should have gone this way. Okay. But yeah, so, like, we've gotten so far behind it now. We've probably lost it at this point. We're not even seeing any tracks anymore. Because it probably turned on us somewhere. Yeah, that's why, you know, hunting in the forest like this is not ideal. We've got crowberries. So what we can do is we'll grab some of these crowberries and stuff. So the other thing I've learned about nutrition, and I kind of picked this up from my last playthrough, is while you can gather these berries and stuff, you can't survive off of them long term. You know, they'll help you out, but they don't provide enough nutrition. So you need some meat and variety. What's this? Patch of flowering heathers. Let's look at the heather. It's edible. When boiled, it promotes sweating, which can cool the body. It removes toxins through the skin, so it's good for fighting fevers, basically. When applied topically, it cleans wounds and prevents dirt from going into harm or damaged skin. Okay, so that's a medicinal plant. And there's some stuff over here. Let's go over here. What is this? A scaly berry. Let's take a look at that. We don't know what it is. Alright. Well, what we will do is we're going to eat a couple of these crowberries. Just because they'll help, you know, keep us full for a little bit. And we'll kind of alternate between the crowberries and the meat that we have. What is that over there? Some sort of bird. Black grouse. We have no way of hunting said black grouse. That's okay. I do kind of want to find a good hunting ground, though, so let's... The area has activity. You know what? Alright, don't know what's going on there. What I was saying, the area has activity. So, let's get up here and look around from this mountaintop. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see better. So we've got some water over here to the left. No really super open hunting grounds. Let's go this way. Oh, there's there's an elk over there. So we're seeing a lot of elk in this area. The problem is it's so forested, though. Let's go this way some. Alright, we've got another mountain here. Oh, here we go. We got some open terrain down here. So we are seeing lots of animals in the area, but if we can get some... I didn't want to go into the water. But if we can get to something like this and find animals in this kind of area, that's better for hunting. Let's head north a bit. It's raining. We're a little hungry, so we will eat part of this grouse cut and a couple of berries. That'll help us stay hydrated without us having to go looking for water. We found a village. We'll go introduce ourselves. So it's a farming village. Alright, let's zoom in here a little bit. See if we can't find someone to talk to. They might have a quest for us, even. So let's talk. Hold on. There we go. Let's go. We found a sage. We'll greet the sage. Hi. And who are you? Eric. Cool. How's it going? Not too bad. Go back. See here. Ask for help. Is there a blacksmith here? Nope. You'll have to somewhere else near blacksmith. Novice spirit swords. Okay. Let's go back. It's not super useful. What about animals? Do you all have animals? You don't have any animals to sell. Okay, no problem. Do you all know of any caves? No idea. Well, how about lake? So we already saw some lakes, but there we go. So let's just say goodbye. It doesn't really have anything interesting to tell us. Alright, here's some more people up here. It's possible one of these people will have a quest, but usually the sage will say something. Now, this is a forest hunter. Greet. And introduce ourselves. Who are you? How's it going? Just fine. Okay. Well, we'll leave, because, I mean, we already know there's no blacksmiths nearby the sage would have known. See if they have any... Wow, they have a lot of people in here. Let's talk to the maiden. Greet. How's it going? Jurien. Who are you? Mustn't grumble. Okay. What about the person behind you? Alright. Another adventurer. Greet. How's it going? Can't complain. Okay. What about that guy? Woodsman. Alright. Mustn't grumble. They don't really have any quests, it looks like. Well, that's unfortunate. So what we'll do is we'll head out of town. I mean, we could always come and look and see what they've got. What about this person? You got anything? Just a maiden. Greet. Hi. Yep. How's it going? Can't complain. Yep, no quests, looks like. We've got a nice patch of blueberries. It'll be ripe soon. And we've got unusual grasses. Let's see if we can't identify it. Nope, no idea. And then milkweeds. I think we know everything about the milkweeds. Yep. Alright, what are these over here? There's more blueberries. Yeah, so they're growing blueberries here. Milkweed, probably some other stuff. Yep, blueberries. Alright, so let's head out of town. Let's see if we can't find a little better area for hunting. With more open space like this up here would be good. Because we can come set up here. Let's see if we're still inside their lands. No, we're not. Oh, that village isn't even inside their lands. That's interesting. So that's a village outside of... That's a village in no man's land. Interesting. That could be why they don't know about anything. But this wouldn't be a bad spot. We're near water. There's decent open terrain right here. Oh, we're getting hungry. Let's eat some of these crowberries. Oh, I didn't mean to do rye bread. That's all right. Okay, it's late evening. So what I think I'll do is I think we'll set up a little camp right here next to this lake. There we go. Because being near the lake will be good for us. We do need some spruce here, so we'll grab some twigs and branches. I just like to grab a few. There we go. No, we'll just take all of that, and then we'll knock down a small tree. And we'll drag these here. We're just going to haul these, yep. We're just going to move, like, up here. I think right here will be good. Yeah, right there. Okay, stop hauling. And we're going to do building. We're just going to build a little shelter. I'm going to put it right here. Yep. We're too tired. Let's eat again real quick. We'll eat some rye bread. Yep. I'm going to go down to the water, get something to drink. And we'll just sleep right here for the night. There we go. We'll repeat our building shelter. Wow, we slept until noon. Okay. We slept a long time, but we now have a shelter. So there we go. What's this up here? More heather? Okay. And we got some more crowberries that we can take. Grab some of these. This might not be a bad little spot to set up a small trap. Because sometimes birds and animals and things will come by these berry bushes. Alright, so let's grab the stuff we need for a trap real quick. We actually made ourselves decent at trapping, so I know we were going to need this stick here. Grab that. We're also going to need like a rock, like a real rock. And a small stone. Oh, we found some bird feathers. So the fact that there's bird feathers around here implies that birds are coming around here a lot. Yep. Mallard feathers. Yep. No, I don't want to go to the water. Nope. There we go. So we got mallards coming around here. Matter of fact, there's one up there. Small mallard. Okay. Cool. So let's see if we can't build a little liver trap for him. I think we need a rock. Yeah, or a stone, I should say. Curly shrub. What is this? Nope, don't know what it is. Ah, there's a rock. There we go, stone. That's what we needed. Grab that. And let's go back up to where we saw those mallard feathers. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in like a lever trap here. Okay, so let's go into trapping. Is it B? No. What is it? Trapping. It is R. That's what I thought. Alright, so light lever trap. I put it like right here, I think. We have the branch. We have the stone. We have the slender trunk. Beautiful. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw some bait in there as well. What we'll do is we'll throw one fistful of crowberries into the trap. There we go. We're going to go down here, and we'll go ahead and eat this bread. And then some crowberries, just to top us off nicely there. We'll come down over here, get some water. Yep. And then hopefully those crowberries will attract a bird. So what we can do is come and check that trap fairly often. Alright. So let's go ahead and back out to the world map. And we'll do some hunting here. See if we can't find something. Because that's kind of the thing you gotta do. You want to secure food early on in these games. So we're going to need more hunting terrain, like this down here would be good. Somewhere where you can have lots of visibility. It is late evening, though. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and eat. We'll finish off our crowberries. And we'll do one of our dried squirrel cuts. There we go. You only need to be perfectly fed. It's nighttime, so we're just going to go ahead and sleep. We will look around because we heard something. Sleep again. There we go. It's early morning. Perfect. Let's keep exploring a little bit. Trying not to use up all of our food here. Especially while we don't have anything else to replace it with. Actually, one thing I will do is wheel our club as well. Because if we can get up on an animal or something, that club will basically let us not damage its hide too much or anything. Really? Nothing around here? There we go, grab that. Grab these crowberries over here. Because, well, not the best food, and they won't keep us from starving. Nope, that's not what I want. I want G, not F. They won't keep us from starving. They will supplement our dried meat, so we're not just eating all of our dried meat. Oh, we've got whatever these little berry bushes are here. Take a look at these. Nothing. Still don't know what those are. Got another big patch of crowberries here. We'll go ahead and eat some of these. Try and save some of our other foods. What we'll do is we'll probably have some of the bread or, you know, or one of the cuts for dinner or something. So we stay well nourished. We don't want to go into the starving. But having these extra crowberries will be good. So what we can also do is we'll head back towards our main camp this evening. There we go. Cool. Alright. Let's head out. We'll head north a bit. See if we see anything. Be nice if we saw some animals on the world map here. The thing about hunting, it can be tough. I'm gonna eat the bread first just because It won't last as long as the dried cuts, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so our little shelter's up this way. We encountered a squirrel. You know what? We'll encounter the squirrel. So what we need is a rock. We can find a rock. Do we hit the squirrel? It's too high. What we need is just a rock. If I can find like a rock. Let's see if we can find just a simple rock. A simple rock. No, I don't want to step into the water. I wasn't making it in there. What do we have here? Cloudberries. Okay. Not helpful. Rock? Just a small rock. That's all I need. Small rock will let me get said squirrel. Hello, squirrel. That's right. That's fine, squirrel. You can keep running over here. Here we go. What's this? See? Picked up a branch. The branch will work. Where'd squirrel go? Squirrel. There you are. Please get in a tree for me, squirrel. Come on. Just pick a tree. Pick a tree. I'll show you something I learned last time I encountered a squirrel. Where'd he go? He might have gone into the forest. If he's gone into the forest, yeah, we'll never catch him. Because realistically, all we needed was for him to get into a tree somewhere. Oh, nope, he's up here. We're heading him off a little bit. Because I want him to go up into one of these outside trees. We can get him into a tree out here. Preferably something where there's not trees for him to hop between. Here we go. So what we can do is he's too high up for us to hit with the club, right? Can't do it. But we can throw a branch at him. And, alright, well, we missed. But that's fine. Because he's trapped in this tree. So we'll just throw a branch at him again. We narrowly missed the squirrel and we hit the pine tree, but that's okay. Because he ain't going to leave that pine tree. Because he doesn't have anywhere to go. Yep. We hit him. So, a lot of people tell you it's not worth it, but, you know, when this is the only game you've got, you know, it's what you do. Alright, so let's pick our branch up. We're going to throw it at him again. Body. It scratches his foreleg. Doesn't penetrate the skin. That's fine, because we don't want to penetrate. We just want to knock him out of the tree. Ah, he dropped to the ground. Seems to have fallen unconscious. We're going to attack him with our club. We're going to go for... actually, you know what? We will use our knife. We'll use our knife. We'll go after the squirrel. Use the point. Neck. Carry out a solid point to its neck. Alright, so let's try that again. Point. Neck. Wow, it is still... Alright, that squirrel is surviving here. Point. Neck. Alright, now we got it. So let's get our branch back. Picked up the squirrel carcass. Alright, so we gotta drop our squirrel here. We're gonna drop him. Where's our squirrel? There he is. Carcass. It's this mangled squirrel carcass, unfortunately. So we're going to tan it, or skin it first. So let's go into hide working, and we're going to skin an animal. There we go. We tanned a ragged squirrel skin. You could have done better, but you can't make good out of bad. Oh well. Now we're going to butcher the squirrel. We got one edible cut of squirrel, and we got one bat. So that's the other reason a lot of people don't want to, like, you know, spend their time hunting squirrels. But it is what it is. We'll take it back with us. First things first, let's go ahead and eat some of these crowberries. There we go. We're all right. We'll leave this little area. Gonna keep working our way back to our camp here. See if we can't find something a little bit bigger. Yeah, I know we're a bit hungry. We'll have a nice meal tonight. Let's see here where we're at. All right, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. It's gonna be just north of us somewhere. Yeah. Here we go. So, all right, let's eat something a little more filling. There we go. Right, stand up. I just want you to go to our shelter, boss. Come on, just to our shelter. All right. We're going to sleep here. I think we saw something, heard something move in the distance. Well, let's go check. Could be our trap. Nope. Nothing in our trap. Oh well. It's after midnight, but that's fine. So we'll just come back over here and go back to bed. Sleep. Late morning, so we woke up a little late. Let's check this plant here, see if we can identify it. This is also how you practice your herb lore, is you just try and identify plants. Let's eat a little bit more of our rye bread. Try and keep our nutrition up a little bit. What do we have here? Blueberries, they'll be ready soon. Oh, we got some mushrooms down here. A bear paw mushroom. Let's take a look. I've never seen this one. It is not edible raw. Unless boiled separately, it is poisonous. Okay, so apparently if we boil that, we can eat it. Interesting. Got a rock. So this is what I wanted. I was actually just wanting one of these rocks here. I like to use rocks for squirrels. So we're going to grab a rock. Next time I'm just going to bash the squirrel in with my club. Alright, so let's head out. After we get some water. Let's get some water. Got some blueberries here. Alright. Head up here and head out. And see if we can't find something. Actually, what we should also do... Oh, we found some plants here. But let's also do our offering. Our general sacrifice. I hate using the squirrel cut for that. But you gotta do it. Okay, we got some more of these weird curly shrubs here, but we still don't know what they are. What's this? Flowering mead sweets. What do these do? It's edible. When boiled, it reduces nausea and inflammation. Okay. Another medicinal plant we can make use of. Neat. Alright, let's get back to our hunting. We encountered a caparella. Yeah, we'll see. Can we hide from said caparella? A coos. Move like a ghost. Oh, it seems alert. Let's try and throw a rock at it. Okay, okay. Let's wield a rock. Let's throw a rock. Go for a body shot. You narrowly miss. Oh well. Let's do that. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch our weapons around here. We're going to wield our club. Then we'll wield a rock in our offhand. But I'm not going to try and chase that bird while it's flying. Thought I'd just take a quick throw at it to see if we got lucky. We'll grab a few of these berries, though. Help stretch out our not meat food here. Alright, well, let's head out. Back to the world map we go. Keep exploring, looking for something to hunt. Yeah, we're hungry, I know. What I should also do is cook this squirrel fat, too. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's look at these berries one more time. Because you can look at these things like once an hour to see if you figure out what they are. We'll just grab some sticks here and just make a quick little fire. Repeat. Repeat. We're just going to push them over to here. Start a fire. Come on. There we go. Cook the squirrel fat. Yep. Alright. And then what we'll do is we will just grab some sticks. There we go. And that'll get us our squirrel fat. And we'll take some branches of this, because why not? There we go. Alright. We can head out here and go exploring. We're also going to need to take and prepare this hide soon as well. A few crowberries and our squirrel fat. Well, squirrel fat doesn't provide a whole bunch of, you know, hunger bar filling up there. It does provide a good amount of protein and stuff that we can use to help keep our nutrition good. Or higher, I should say. Be nice if I could find, like, an actual elk or something, or some reindeer. I'm gonna start working our way back to the base here. Yeah, it's just north of us. Late evening, but we'll be alright. Yeah, we're getting tired, I know. There's our base up there. Midnight. I'm gonna just check our trap real quick. Anything in the trap? Nope. Nothing in the trap. So what we'll do is we are gonna sleep here. Actually, first we'll eat a dried squirrel cut. Oh man, these things do not provide nearly enough food. Alright. Yep, I know, we're tired. Well, actually, we're not tired anymore. Let's come down here and let's do some hide working real quick while we're sitting here. Because we don't want to let that squirrel hide go to the thing here. So let's... I think we have to... should have the carcass nearby on the ground. Okay, so we have to drop this. It's regular squirrel skin. Alright, so now, let's try that again. Alright. That's not what I want. Yes. Ah, good lord. Clean the skin. Okay, so that's the wrong one. Dehair. Okay. Hide working, clean the skin. There we go. Alright. You've obtained a clean squirrel skin, which can now be processed further, cured. Okay, so let's go into here. And let's cure the skin. Should be completed tomorrow. Alright, so now we gotta get some food. We'll eat our last squirrel cut. So we're officially out of, like, good food, you know. I was hoping our trap would catch us a mallard, but it appears to not have been successful. We will grab some crowberries, and so they will slow down our rate of starvation. That wasn't what I wanted. Went too fast there. Yep. Yep. Had a bird come into view. No, we're not going to abort the thing here just because a bird flew by. If a bird landed in our trap, that'd be another thing. And actually, that's an idea. Let's go grab another stone and some branches. Let's see if we can't set up a few more traps here. There's another stone right there. Perfect. Grab that. That's not what I meant. G. There we go. And grab another one here. So what we'll do is we'll set up a couple of these. Now I just need a young tree. There we go. We're going to top off our hunger as much as we can with the crowberries. And then we'll follow this tree here. There we go. We're going to grab 2 of these slender trunks. We have some branches, right? Yes, we do. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to set up some lever traps over here. Alright, so let's do... Nope, not too far. Nope. I wonder why it won't let me do that from there. Interesting, because normally it lets you make a... it'll let you do trapping and stuff from... Well, it'll let you build things and use menu commands by pressing Alt in the thing, but it's not letting me do that with the trapping for some reason. There we go. There are some berries on it. Cool. Well, let's go up here and do one up here too. And we'll pardon me. He's there. And we'll repeat, build another trap. And throw another thing of crowberries into it. There we go. Nice. Alright. That'll hopefully get us some passive hunting going here. See, the mallard's coming over here. Let me go into my trapping menu here. After I check this plant one more time. I'm gonna figure out what this thing is. One day or another. There we go. Yeah, it's just more heather. Yep, heather. This is that berry bush we haven't been able to figure out. So no idea. And this is what? Bog flower? Yep. So there's actually, it's actually good we have bog flower here, because sometimes you'll get quests from the villages to go get bog flower. I'd like to find, no, I don't want to step into the water. I'd like to find a place where I'm seeing more animals. We're going to run into a problem here soon if we don't start getting something. Alright, let's head south. Heard something. Yeah, I know we're getting tired. Just need, like, some animal. Preferably something a little bit large. Okay, let's go into here. Alright. Got some more of this plant here. Which we could eat, but I'm not going to eat that. Curly berries again. Still don't know what it is. Oh, here we go. We got some other new plant over here. What's this? Puzzling grass. We don't recognize it. Can we pick it? You need to be... Okay, so... I'm pretty sure these are reeds. Yeah, so let's enter the water. Let's do that. That. North of us. I'm going to harvest it because I think we can... I think we can make reeds into flowers, what I was reading on a thing here. So if we can identify this, we can use it. So I'm just going to grab some. Alright, but we are pretty cold now, so we're going to need to build a little fire real quick. Potentially build a fire. Oh, here we go. Let's go see what this is. See if it'll identify these plants. Nope, still no. But what we can do is grab some of these crowberries while we're here. And get... Well, it won't fix our nutrition problem, but it will keep us from being hungry and complaining about it. Yeah, I know, we're tired. Yep, we're tired. I know. That wasn't what I meant. Game. Yeah, we're falling down. We're so tired we're falling down. Yep. Let's just eat a few more of these crowberries. Yeah, work our way back home a little bit. Alright, we're too tired to stand up. We'll just sleep here then. Yep, we're malnourished. Not surprised. We don't have anything to eat. Not surprising. We're going to head home. We are starting to starve. What do we find? What do we find? A black grouse. Sure, we'll zoom in and see if we can't hit it with a rock or something. It's looking at us, unfortunately. So let's... Can we take a step towards it? One more step, maybe? Let's throw this rock at it. Body shot? Nope. Throw another rock at it. Body shot? Nope. Oh well. We took a shot. I knew it wasn't likely. But, you know, worth it. If we can't identify this plant. One of these days we'll learn what this is. Actually, I'm going to grab this stick here. We're just going to take it with us. There we go. Alright. Continuing back north, we're going to go check our traps real quick. This is looking like a poor animal area, though. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing up there. Wow. We're just having no luck with these traps. That's what I want. Kind of makes me wish we had fishing. Because if we had fishing, I probably could have grabbed some fish. But we don't have the fishing equipment this time. Alright, I'm going to try and identify this plant one more time. No, we're not going to worry about the bird. Still nothing. What about this one? Nope. Alright, let's eat these. That's not what I meant. Actually, we will stay out here. Let's head north a bit. I tend to see more animals in the north oftentimes. Come on, anything? Anything? I got some more clear areas over here we might have a little better luck hunting in. And I know we're starving. That's not fun. Let me see, a squirrel. There it is. I see it up there in that tree. What we're gonna do. Now, see, here's the thing about this. This squirrel is going to hop from tree to tree. But what we can do is if we can knock it out of the tree. We hit the spruce tree. All right. All right. Hit the spruce tree again. Let's grab the rocks. All right. Well, we missed getting our rock. All right. Let's see here. We narrowly missed the squirrel. All right. Let's see if we can't hit the squirrel this time. All right. Narrowly missed the squirrel. All right. Now I'm going to quit playing with the squirrel here. I am going to get our rock back. Yeah, I know there's a squirrel here. I'm not going to keep chasing the squirrel. Alright. What's this? Strawberry. Let's explore a little bit in the forest, see if we see anything interesting before we head out. Did get some strawberries, which we'll leave those strawberries real quick. Alright. Let's see here. And look a little bit more for any sort of hunting opportunities. We are just not... I am not having much luck seeing animals around here. Can't tell if that's trees or what. What is that down there? Nope. Can't see it, so you don't know what that is. Alright. Let's see if we go up here a little bit, if we have better opportunities. It's an elk in the forest. Can we hide? No. Maybe we can chase it out of the forest if we're lucky. Oh, it is going north quickly there. Where'd the elk go? I saw its footprints. Okay, it went this way. This whole forest hunting thing is just royal pain. Yeah. See, we're never going to catch it in this thing. We'd have to, like... Any of these? More of those barrel palm mushrooms. See, we'd have to get it out somewhere open. So we could always pop back out and just see if we see it. But, you know, we really need it out in like this pine mire type stuff. Now, let's get some water here. Alright. What we could do is we'll grab some of this heather and some of these crowberries, and we might be able to trade that to the townsfolk. Because it is like a medical supply. They may not value it. I kind of want to see if there's a difference if I harvest it this way. So we got 3 heathers and 25 pinches of heather flowers. Can I, like, thresh this? What if I drop this heather? Drop it. Yeah. Yep. And then, can I thresh? It just gives me the flowers. Okay, so not useful for doing it that way. So it's not like we can go plant heather. Alright, let's grab some of these berries. We're going to take this to the town and see if we can trade it to them. They probably won't value it very much. Come on, stand up, please. Alright, so let's go up to town here. Come on, stand up. I know it's hard. I know you're tired, man. Alright. Let's see if we can find anything we can trade for in this town. They have nice buildings, which is nice. What do we have in here? Open the door. Some smoked meat. Some dried bear cuts. Alright, let's try... Alright, that's what I want. Let's try this dried cut. Is this really it? This is a tiny little town. I zoomed out. I am zoomed out as far as I could be. They just have these 2 buildings, it looks like. And this shelter over here. Let's talk to this guy. Trade. I'd like to pay for what I've got. Let's offer some items. Let's offer, let's say, 10 crowberries. Nope, that's not what I meant. $10. And we'll say 10 heather. Okay. That heather's flowers unworthy. Okay, so he likes the crowberries. He doesn't want the heather. What you have offered is a good start to get those goods for yourself. Alright. What of my items do you prefer? How about your leather cord? Oof. Oof. Never mind. Goodbye. That is not worth my leather cord. I'll go drop that. Thank you. For one dried meat. I'm not going to give you my crowberries and leather cord. No, thank you. No, I don't want to go in the water. It should be far enough out. Okay. We'll just sleep here for the night. Yeah, no, we're starving. Sleep. Sleep. There we go. Small hours. Alright, let's head back north, see if our traps did anything while we were gone. Also, we'd like to find some more hunting area. Maybe something a little better. Animal sighting. Yeah, I know we're getting tired. We'll eat some of these crowberries. Heck, at this point, I'll eat the flowers too. Let's see here. Where are we in relation to our hut? We're a little north of our hut. It looks like we've got a mountain over here. Yeah, I know the starvation's not going well. It's playing good, Heathers. My character apparently enjoyed eating the flowers. Here we go. Oh, alright. A lot of forest around here. Yeah, we're feeling weary, but that's alright. Let's see if we got anything in our traps. Alright, nothing in that one. Nothing. Nothing in these traps. Alright, so we're going to grab these slender trunks here. Yep. Yep, we're going to grab all those. Take them back over here to our shelter. Stop hauling them. Over here to our hide, because it should be ready by now. Alright. So we got the cured hide. Let's grab that. Go into our inventory. Let's see here. Come on. Let's go into the encyclopedia here, because I need to look at our curing here. So let's go into hide working. Skinning, yep. Cleaned it, yep. Curing. Keep it from decaying. Cured hides will say good practically forever and can be tanned later. Okay, so we could tan it now. And tanning material. So we could apply a tanning material. Can also affect the quality. Alright. Okay, so if we dehere it, it becomes leather. Got it. So fur. Okay, so let's go back. So basically, we need to tan it now. So we're going to need some bark, I believe, for that. So if we want to do that, hide working, tan a hide, that. We have everything we need. Well, we can start doing that. There we go. Alright, so the other thing we're going to need for that, I think we're going to need a log. Oh, we got some blueberries here. We'll grab that. It won't fix our starvation, but it will get us a little something in our belly here. Now, let's see if we can't figure out... Let's see if we can't make a thing. So I was going to drop a branch here. We'll drop some branches. Yep. And we'll drop these twigs. Yep. There we go. I'm going to back into my shelter, start a fire down here. Try again. Okay, I guess we'll just sleep until evening. There we go. Alright, start the fire, please. An Arctic fox. Oh, we have a fox down there. Okay, so we need to build a fox trap. So no, we're not going to import the thing for now. But that is important. We are going to work on making a javelin. We're just going to make one javelin. Slender trunk. Oh, we need a staff. Okay, hold on. We have to make it into a staff first. My mistake. Nope, it's under... Is it under lumber? Yes. Staff. So we can make 3 staves. Yep. Alright, there we go. Oh. Takes a long time to make these staves. A mallard. Where's the mallard? That's over there. No. Okay, we've made the staves. Let's go get some water. Okay. Hide working. Tan the skin. Okay. All right. Either bark or animal fat. So we need some bark. Can I get bark from this? That Arctic fox is back. So we're going to have to put a fox trap down here. Okay. That should let us tan it. Alright. Now let's go back into our hide working. And tan. Yep. Pine bark. There we go. Alright, so in a few hours after that, you could have done better, but yeah, not surprised. Okay. So what do we need to build a fox trap? So trapping for fox trap. What do we need for a fox trap? We need a board, an axe, and a knife. Well, we don't have an axe or a knife, but we can make those. So let's go get the things we need to make those. So I think we need rock. There's no rock around here. There's a stone up there. So we're going to grab these blueberries real quick. Grab this stone. I guess we're going to divide this plant here. Still no luck on that. And then if we want to make a stone axe, it's here. What is it? Stone axe. We need. So we have a rock. We have a stone. We need a slender trunk and some cordage. A knife. We have all that. All right. Let's go grab one more stone for fun. Grab this rock here. Let's see here. Oh, there's the Arctic fox. Found the fox. Oh, he's in our trap. He's in our trap. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Head. All right. Try to swing the attack properties bonus success. Skilled blow helps in pain. So we can do it again. Oh. Sorry. There you go. I hit the wrong button. Head. Land a solid sit to its shoulder. Nice. So we are winning. Head. It's foreleg. Head. And we're going to bruise the heck out of this thing. Head. We hit its neck. Surprised it's still up. It's like badly injured though. Suffering from bruises in thorax, face. You know, man, poor thing. I feel bad about this. But I need the food. Come on. Oh man, this feels awful. The opening, poor thing. Oh man. Oh, it's finally unconscious. Neck. It drops it. Okay. So let's get up here. We're going to skin it. Skin the animal. Oh, we're too tired. We have some blueberries. Flowers we'll eat just to get us something. We're going to take a short nap. And then we'll repeat the skinning. There we go. We obtained a decent fox fur. Yes. Okay. Okay, now we'll butcher it. We got some fat, and there's some bones too. We'll take the bones. All right, now let's reset our trap here. So we're gonna reset the trap. All right, and it looks like we got something over here too. Go check this one out. What do we have over here? What happened here? Here you notice some day-old... Oh, so we caught a rabbit, and it got the rabbit from our trap. Okay. So let's reset this trap too. So our traps are working. Alright. Do we have anything we can bait these with? So let's bait the trap here. Yep. And we have... Well, we can use these heather flowers. We'll try that. We'll try this heather and see how that goes. And we'll throw... it's pine bark. Nope, here we go. Right there. There we go. Alright. So the other thing we're going to go do is do an offering with spirits real quick. And then we're going to call this episode there. This has been a surprisingly good episode for us. I think we need to do. Let's check our... See a ragged tanning squirrel hide here. So let's also, real quick before we go, we're going to work on this hide. I don't want to lose it. So let's clean the hide. Arctic fox, yep. Cool. Obtained decent can now be processed further or cured for preservation. So let's do our hide working and let us tan the hide. And we're going to use the fat just to get it done. Alright, after that, steps complete a few hours. We'll process till the skin is finished off. So what do we have here? We have... So that'll be a decent hide. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. So what we'll do is we will save it right there. So Jurien has managed to capture a couple animals. We got some bones. And we've got some hides that we can hopefully go trade. They're not in great quality, which is unfortunate, but we can go trade them. Um, and we've got foxes that are showing up in the area, which is good. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to call this episode there. I might edit out some of the wandering around and hunting bits just to give us a little more and make the episode not so long. But thank you all for joining me, and we'll catch you all in the next one. This is Thalan McRom playing a bit of Unreal World with our new character. And if you all like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. And leave comments if you see things you think I could do better. I always look forward to hear it, because again, I'm still relatively new to Unreal World, so again, thank you everybody, and you all have a great evening.